blessings for curses, do good for those who hate you, prayers for those who spite you, and prayers for those who would persecute you. Those were the radical words of Jesus Christ, who taught the people about servant ministry. And he himself was a servant. He was a servant to his Father, and he was a servant to humanity, whom he loved, and whom he was willing to sacrifice his own life for our well-being and for our salvation. Incredible. I talked about this yesterday, about just how radical Jesus was in his teachings, because they defied all logic, they defied all the normal ways of the human heart and the human mind. They taught forgiveness. And Jesus taught these sermons, he preached these sermons, and people would come by the multitudes to hear him teach and preach. And also those who opposed him would come. The scribes, the Pharisees, the different teachers and the lawyers, they would all come. They would all come and hear Jesus teach and preach. They hated him, and they tried their best to disrupt his meetings, but it didn't work. As a matter of fact, it so riled these people up. They were so jealous of the multitudes of people who come to hear him teach, they convened a council. We read about it in the 12th chapter of the Gospel of John. This is after the resurrection of Lazarus. And they realized that they could not stop him. They were not going to be able to cause those crowds to cease. And in their meeting, they came to a conclusion. And the conclusion was very simple. We've got to kill him. We've got to kill him. That's what they determined. They determined that they were going to find a way to kill him. And of course we know that's what they did. It came to that. They found one of the 12 that they could buy off. And that man took them to him in a vulnerable place where they knew that they could capture him without the multitudes coming against him. And they took him to trial. And we know all of this. This is all recorded to us. But it's because of the radical words that he taught, because, again, they defied all logic and human experience, because they talked about being a servant ministry, loving one another and forgiving people. And that's just not the way of the world. But it's God's way. And those who are followers of God understand this, and we've accepted this as people who put God first in their lives and want to serve him and want to be like him. So let me read it again. He says, blessings for curses. Do good for those who hate you. Prayers for those who spite you. And prayers for those who persecute you. Radical. So very, very radical. But yet very, very factual when you understand this is God's teaching to you and I, followers of Jesus Christ, and understanding, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.